arrived there as well, cross-section of leaders, Catholic leaders as well. Today is the program of the Catholic Church. They are the ones who have organized everything to ensure that they follow Catholic tradition, but also ensure that all state security procedures have been put into place. Shots of the choirs that are lined up there from different churches. The mixed chairs from different dioceses have come together to form mass choirs. But we are told right now that through Uhuru Park, where other faithful have gathered, is where the Pope's convoy is making its way now. At least the faithful will get a chance to wave at the Pope, to see him possibly get a smile. If you are lucky, we have seen him in America actually kissing a baby. If you can quickly get his security team to hand over the baby to the Pope, you might be lucky to get that as well. All right, Banan Dong now joins me as well, even as you continue to observe what is happening on the screen. Dong, is this what you were expecting to see today?
A slow snail pace, just specifically just to, of course, appreciate the masses. You can see there people clapping, welcoming home. I'm sure they're saying in Swahili, Karibu Kenya, Karibu Papa. And I'm hoping perhaps even when he's doing his homily, perhaps maybe he even speak something small in Swahili. Remember in 1995, the Pope, John Paul II, actually spoke some Swahili, so most likely we might expect him to say something similar. They are waving at people. He tweeted actually on his social media platform on Twitter. He said, Mungu abariki Kenya.
God bless.
God bless Kenya. And he also said the same thing yesterday. You can see they have the car traversing.
Dong, simply phenomenal. He has been called the People's Pope for good reason. I believe he insisted to the team that when I come to Kenya, please allow me to get a chance to interact with the people, even if it is just to drive through where the largest gathering will be, just so that I can actually... That's right. The next shot you will see after this is the University of Nairobi grounds, where any second now his convoy is then going to transition from Uhuru Park into that as well. Something interesting that Mike has brought up is you could clearly see the Pope leaning over, trying to touch the hands of a few, almost to acknowledge that I am with you. The issues I come to speak today are your issues. Mike, yes. Is that something he's done before? Were you expecting that?
Yeah, definitely. I was actually expecting even the vehicle to move slower.
Okay, Mike also addressing us there. But there we go, University of Nairobi grounds. Mike will come back to you in just a bit.
A multitude of people who are eager, just looking there, just waiting patiently, just a few moments time. Of course, they stayed ahead of schedule, so most likely everything could start ahead of schedule. The mass begins, was expected to start at 10 in the morning. Earlier on, he had a meeting with the interreligious leaders.
Don, you actually had a prophecy. Tell us about that prophecy in regards to your...
Well, my prophecy was... I think it's just befitting that, remember, when he arrived, there was rain. There was some, of course, rain after he had already settled in the country. and then early in the morning to have some light showers.
That's
I think
right.
some would say, as in Kenyan culture, they always say that mvua ni baraka.
That's right.
The rain is blessings. So as you can see there, you can see that the rains have actually almost dissipated. There's no more rain, no more showers. So most likely once the mass starts, I'm certain that it will not be raining, it will be sunshine.
And you know what? It's actually a good thing, because if it was very hot right now, it would be very uncomfortable for the those who've gathered there, especially if you've been there from 4 o'clock. Then the sun goes up at 7. You're going to have a bit of an uncomfortable period there. But the weather, I believe, is perfect.
Yes. And I think what is important as well, also for the faithful who are there, it's important to have maybe something like water just for hydration.
That's right.
Just to stretch it for a few moments. If not somewhere you can sit, you can stand for lengthy periods of time, because it's going to be a long morning. But nonetheless, for them, it's an honor to actually take part in these proceedings. But what should be key is the fact that just small physical exercises is important.
There we go, Bernardo.
There he is arriving.
And we can see security team flanking him on the left and the right. We'll be crossing over shortly to Francis Gashuri, who's actually on the ground. I believe been camped there since 4 o'clock. The convoy has stopped. Mike, who's here with us from Consolata, had said we expect him to move, stop. Very intentional to allow him to interact with those on the left and on the right of the Pope Mobile. This is where we've seen some people actually handing over their babies, their children, just to see if they can get a blessing from the Pope. Time and time again. A few lucky ones have actually gotten a chance to climb onto the Pope Mobile as well. But can you see that crowd?
A multitude of people just running, of course,
as well.
Getting that memorable picture. I'm sure some of them will be looking for them on social media on the various platforms. Can see somebody running, that lady there of course in a scarf running across just to get that picture. The University of Nairobi grounds, where in just a few will be having the Papal Mass. At the University of Nairobi grounds, an expected crowd of 200,000 Wahiga. Of course, the rest, the spillover, will be watching, following the proceedings at various vantage points with where there have been erected screens for people to follow the mass. I can see they are very clear shot there, of course, the security detail.
One of the biggest talking points is the challenge that the security team of Pope Francis has had. He's the people's Pope. He wants to reach out and touch the people.
Wants to appreciate their welcome.
But remember that the Pope also is a senior leader, global leader, so you have to ensure that you keep him safe as well. So they have to find where is that balance between allowing him to be able to reach out and touch everyone who wants to, all 200,000 who are gathered there. But where's also that security code that you ensure that he is secured 100%. There is a big job for the Swiss Guard. Go ahead, Ndong.
You can see a multitude of people there waving, of course, as he passes through there. Of course, he'll be settling at the VIP dais, most likely, Waiga Maura. And it means the fact that he's arrived, then the VIPs, most of course, even the president, the deputy president, other leaders, invited leaders, have actually settled in before the Pope arrives. You can see there is going to have, just of course, they'll be leading the Mass, as Mike rightfully mentioned. The Mass is going to maintain the same structure that even a Mass anywhere in Nairobi, anywhere in the world, will still be there.
Thank you, Ndong. We hand over now to Francis Gashuri. We used to call him Father Francis here as a nickname. Father Francis, if you're there, take it over.
Grounds of the Nairobi University to lead us in this celebration of the Eucharistic Mass. Let us welcome the Holy Father with ululations and clapping. Let us welcome the Holy Father.